Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's video. And in this week's video, I am talking about how during this time of us being isolated, quarantined, distancing ourselves from another, and the need to be by ourselves with our own thoughts. And I said in another video that for a lot of people, that is a really scary thing to be alone with our thoughts. But consider this. Consider that our planet, Mother Nature, is going through a reset in how we live our lives. So while Mother Nature and the universe is busy doing its thing, wreaking havoc on the planet, so people of the earth can start to wake up to their own awakening consciousness. And a lot of people are having these thoughts and feelings and emotions, and it's like they're percolating and bubbling to the surface. And usually they're always percolating and bubbling to the surface. But the big difference is before we had so many distractions. We would push ourselves to go to work, push ourselves to go to the gym, push ourselves to get up in the morning, push ourselves to do this and to be that and to appear this way and all of those things, and to focus in on social media and the TV and 90 Day Fiance. I actually happen to love that, but you get the gist, right? Like, we have so many distractions from our own internal thoughts. So while the universe is busy doing its thing, resetting the planet, so us people on the earth can start to rise into a different level of vibration and awaken our consciousness to our own inner selves. We have been so deflected on the external stuff that we forget about all of the internal stuff. So this is the point I'm getting to. So although things have been bubbling and percolating underneath the surface before, it is becoming louder now. And maybe you know what that feels like, and you can kind of get what I'm trying to say here is that our inner self is starting to speak louder. And a lot of people don't know what to do with that energy and those thoughts and the feelings that are coming up. But consider this. Consider that all of the things that weren't flowing in your life, maybe it's a time for you to really look at the things in your life that weren't flowing properly. I know a lot of people are in really unhappy relationships. Not that necessarily that the other person is bad, it's just they are not happy, fulfilled, and satisfied within themselves. And we are always projecting our inner world to our outer world. Doesn't happen the other way around, folks. Sorry to say, we project from our inner world to our outer world. And it is a great opportunity right now to start taking stock of things that we need to shift and change in our lives. So in those relationships that, did I forget to tell you who I was? I hope you know. I forgot that little blooper. Okay, so if you are so the unhealthy relationships, the unhappiness in relationships, that is just one thing, right? Another thing could be you are in a job that you drag your butt to every day and you are not happy with it. Maybe you have no outlet for your creativity. I talked about that in another video as well, and I'll leave that in a link somewhere up here as well. But it's maybe you have no outlet for creativity. Maybe you feel too stressed and too overwhelmed with your whole life. Like it's almost like you carry the weight of the world on your shoulder. There's a lot of different variables to this bubbling up and having a look at that side of ourselves that we've been ignoring for a long, long time. If you look at the natural flow and rhythm of life and nature, we always move into the different seasons. We always experience the change of those seasons. The winds blow and then they calm down. The sea, I'm looking out at my own view of my ocean out front, but the seas, sometimes they're rough and stormy and then they settle down. The problem with us is when things get, windy or stormy, we tend not to take a step back and do some inner reflection at that time. It's like we have to push through, push through, push through, and that creates an imbalance within ourselves. And that is for every area of life. And really what we want to get a level of is just allowing life to flow through us. And in order for life to be able to flow that way through us, we have to be able to release the attachments that we have to people, place, things, circumstances that aren't bringing us that peace. But we have such a hard time doing that. But now, like I said, all of those thoughts, feelings, and emotions that were always there that we have been suppressing with all of the external distractions, we're not able to do that as easily anymore. I mean, we have social media. Thanks for watching this channel, by the way. But it's the distraction isn't the same. Our focus is shifting and changing, and it is causing us and helping us to kind of go within. So what do you do with all of the stuff that is coming up? Now, first of all, I think I mentioned right at the beginning of the video, we are being invited by the universe, by the earth, to raise our vibration and expand our growing consciousness, which starts from the inside out. So the first thing that I encourage you to do in managing everything that's percolating to the surface before it bubbles over is to write down everything that is uncomfortable, doesn't energetically bring you any sense of peace into your life. And when you tap into the energy of what your environment looks like, you have a much better sense of identifying something that's really not working in your life. You already sense it and feel it, but let's do like a focus in exercise for just a second. Take a second and think of something that you are always thinking of, that it weighs heavy on your mind all the time, something that you want to change. It could be, you want to leave this place, you want to leave that person, you want to leave that job, you wish you had more money, your business isn't growing, whatever it happens to be, whatever you wake up with, the thoughts that you wake up with in the morning that weigh heavy on your mind. Okay, you can pause this video if you like. I'm just going to be quiet here for just a second. Okay, so you've got the thing that is weighing heavy on your mind. Now I want you to tune into how your body feels when you think about that thing. It feels likely heavy. It makes you feel sad. It makes you, maybe you hunch your shoulders over. A lot of people don't realize that their body responds to their energy and their thoughts as well. But notice how you feel when you think about that thing. So that is something that is not flowing peacefully in your life. But there's also an attachment to that thing that is stopping you from changing the circumstances or changing the dynamics of that thing. And the change always starts within us. Sometimes we want to leave a job, but we think we want to leave that job for one reason, but all we need to do sometimes is change our perspective on the situation. The same goes in a relationship. Sometimes you want to leave this relationship because you're so frustrated with it, but maybe you just need to have open, honest, real conversations that are non-judgmental about how you're feeling. Because it is my 100% belief that when we communicate our thoughts, feelings, and emotion without fear of losing a person or the repercussions of that, we open the door to more peaceful and harmonious relationships, and we have a deeper level of understanding. I do recognize that it's not as cut and dried in that, because there's a lot of different unique scenarios in relationships. I'm speaking generally here, that really does help to open up the lines of communication to connect at a deeper level. And that's really what we want, is to be able to connect. Okay. So notice areas in your life that really are weighing heavy on your life. They consume a lot of your thoughts, and perhaps you're not even aware of the fact that you're thinking those thoughts. But give yourself some time and space to get quiet and allow that quiet to be there, just so that you can think. Put your phone on do not disturb, shut off the TV, put earbuds in, whatever it happens to be, so that you can get to that peaceful, quiet place and just allow whatever is trying to come up, and then write it down. Man, I thought, like, this is my business journal, but I have a journal like this for my own journaling, and I use this as part of my soul work. And I'm going to do a video on how I do my soul work when I need to get back to that place of peace and flow, and look at a situation from a different perspective. Because when we come from that place, we have the ability to change our perspective and make decisions from a place of peace and knowing and certainty. And that really is a powerful place. So we are at 12 minutes, and I am trying to make my videos shorter and sweeter. So I'm going to cut it off here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. I am trying to get messages out to the world to help people have healthier relationships by having healthier love and self-care for self. And as we all expand our consciousness and raise our vibration and live more peaceful, happy lives. So the more people I can reach, the more people I can help, and that is just a beautiful thing. So thank you so much. Please like the video if you like the information in this video, and please do leave a comment. And until I see you on the next video, take good care, and I'm sending you lots of love. Bye.